Hi everyone, today I will be reviewing the app Seesaw. So you'll click on it right here in the desktop as you see, and it brings you to this page where you can upload a photo, a video, drawing, you can import a picture from your camera roll, you can make a note, or you can even add a link. I'll go over here to the area where you can see that the class is run by Ann Beck, and so the instructor's name would be there when you go and you click on it. And that add item is the thing that will bring you to this page where you can add a photo, video, and those cameras actually, the photo and the video, allow you to record directly within the app, which is really great for younger students who may not know how to import pictures from different places and who may not understand that if they take a picture from outside of the app, they then have to get it in. So this is a really great tool. So right now I'm scanning the QR code. So what would happen is I would take the code that Ann Beck or whatever instructor would give to me, and I would scan it. And so right now I'm demonstrating what would happen if you showed it up to the laptop. The laptop could actually hold the QR code, or you could also print the QR code for your students and take that picture right within the app. So that is such a great tool. It's a really great way to ensure that all of your students will be able to immediately access the app, and this QR code is something that is great for younger students. Like I said, it also works great for high school students because it's a time saver. It saves the students trying to look and figure out the class code with a bunch of different letters and numbers. They just take that picture right there and immediately they are put into the class. And so for me personally, I used this app for the first time in a workshop, and it worked fantastically. We basically, everyone had their iPad or their laptop. It works on both. It's a little bit harder with the laptop because you have to maneuver the camera to face the QR code, but it still works fine, and it worked perfectly for us. We were all immediately allowed to connect. And so now I'm showing you one of the drawing features. This is fantastic. You can see at the bottom of the page there's a access to the keyboard, which is what I'm doing now. I would be demonstrating typing, so I love science. You can also then go over to the pencil tool and you can draw a picture, and you see on the side you can pick any of your colors. So I chose blue, and I'm drawing a beach scene here. And the best part about this is there's an eraser and then there's the text tool, which allowed us to type. There's also an erase all feature in addition to the record button. And so the students could do like a science problem or a math problem on here and record their own voice explaining what's happening. So I could record here and say, I love science and this is the thing that I did. Now you can go to upload it to your classroom. So I could upload as a student. I would be anonymous, and there it is. It says JR's College of Education Science, and so that means I anonymously uploaded. I could also write a comment, and now I can see the whole feed. So this is almost functioning like a blog for our class, and anyone who has access to the class can see this feed. So I could see it as the instructor, all of the students can see it, and even the parents who you've given access to can also see it. And anything that is uploaded will be featured on this little feed, which is a really great tool. You can also go back to the home page, which allows you to do a variety of different things from here. You can write notes, as I said before, or add links. Adding links is really great, especially as an instructor. You could add links to instructional videos that you make for your students, or you could also just make a video right there. Now we're back to the class feed, and we're showing you all of the different assignments. Now you can also click on a link. So this would be the math facts link. So that picture there took you to a link that the instructor had actually uploaded, which is what I was saying before about uploading a link. It's a really great tool, especially if you have students who are absent that day. You can tell them to go ahead and watch the link, which is a really great tool. If you go back to the feed, you're actually able to see everything that's been uploaded since day one of starting. So you could start this in September when school starts, and your students would have access all the way back to September, which is really great, and it's great for the students too. Another great feature is that you can actually edit each other's work. So here's a picture that another student drew, and I can comment. I can tell them what I think is great. That's great for high schoolers for peer reviewing. Now also, parents can use this feature to communicate with their students. So if, say you had a kindergartner or a first grader who was really struggling with the transition of coming to school, they could upload their work and their parents could comment on it right from there, which is a really, really awesome tool. And grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings, anyone who has the class code is able to see this and access this. Like I said, and I've said frequently, this homepage is a really, really great tool. It is just really, really basic, and so it's awesome for all ages, and also for those parents who might not be as tech savvy. This is a really great, very, very basic. You're able to see this. You're able to see exactly what you want to do. You want to draw, you want to write a note, you want to upload a video. Additionally, students can upload their work, which is awesome. Here's an example of a video that a student created. This is actually my video that I created in a different class. So this is the video, and at the bottom you can like and comment it, which is really a great tool. You could also screenshot your Word documents and upload them from the camera roll, or you could upload them to Google Doc and add the link there, which is great for a student, and it's great for a teacher to have access to this from anywhere. If you have the Seesaw app and your students use the Seesaw app, you don't have to take home a bunch of papers to grade. You can just have all your students upload all of their documents to this. It's also a really great interactive tool. Having the ability to record your work and to make videos, as well as taking pictures, and as well as also taking videos within the app, is a really, really great tool to be able to hear exactly your students' thought process. If they're, writing a math problem and they're doing this, it's a really great option to allow this to happen. So now we're going back to the drawing page, and I'm just demonstrating that you could draw a picture of a cell here. So this is an awesome way to show biology. So this is a plant cell, and there is the recording feature, which I think I would utilize so much as an instructor. You'll be able to record exactly what you're drawing as you're drawing it, or you could draw it first and explain later what you're doing, which is great. So you could also use the drawing tool as you're explaining to circle things, and it's easy to delete or cancel or erase your work as you go as well, which is a great, great feature. So you can completely wipe everything out, and it would wipe out the recording, the drawing, the text, everything. It also gives you that second option just to make sure you don't want to delete it in case you accidentally click that, which is so great. Back at the home page, like I said, this is kind of your hub. This will be kind of the thing where your students, as long as they log in and they're already connected to your class, you will always have this home page, which is a really, really great option. I've mentioned this before, but I think that the video tool is fantastic. You could go and send your students out to make a video about a phenomenon that they've observed in science, or they could make a video in language arts. I mean, this app can be used through a variety of different subjects, which is great. Math is fantastic for using it and also for language arts. They could make skits, they could record themselves reading a poem, they could write their own poem and record it for you. There are just so many different things that this app allows for. My personal favorite, obviously, as a future science teacher, is all the different ideas with science, especially with science. It is so important to be able to explain what you're doing, and to be able to explain your thought process to other people. And so by having the students draw what they're doing or upload a picture and then record their own voices doing this, not only is it a great way for me to assess what they have learned, but it is also a fantastic way for the students to record what they've learned and to go back later. So now I'm just showing you how easy it is to upload something from your pictures. So you would click on photo, you would click on camera roll, and it would take you to your camera roll, and you'd be able to pick anything really. Super, super easy, brings up everything. Now this is great for your older students who might have a picture that they want to use for their project already. They might not need to take a picture from the app, which is really great. Now I'm showing you the calendar view. This is fantastic. This is great for students, instructors, and parents. Now for a parent, they can log on, go to, say, April 2nd, and figure out exactly what we did that day. So they can click on it, and it will only show their students' work, And so they could click on it and say, oh, okay, little Abby drew a picture of a beach today. They can click on it, and if their student had recorded anything, they could watch it. Like I said earlier, this is where they could comment on. Another great feature of this calendar tool is that students who have been absent from class can log on and see what their class did, which is great. It's a great way for students to be able to stay up to date with what their class is doing, while at the same time not having to bombard the instructor with a bunch of emails. This class feed is also great for students to study from each other. They can click on the things that they're doing, and they can share each other's work, they can collaborate with each other. The fact that students are able to edit each other's work is a really great tool for collaboration. And so I think that's important to note, that Seesaw is great for multiple things, but collaboration seems to be key here, because not only can the students comment on each other's work, but they can also go in and actually edit it. And I, as the instructor, is able to see exactly what students edited what, which is great. So this camera tool is showing you how easy it is to take a picture, and it's great because it tells the students, hold still, which is great for younger students. And now you can also record what you're saying. So I could say, oh, this is a picture of a laptop and blah, blah, blah. Not only can you record, but you can also draw. So I could draw directly on here and say, this is my keyboard. So you could have students go home and do a scavenger hunt at home or something, if you were incorporating that. And they could go in and, take a picture of your pillow or something, take a picture of it, and then write Johnny's pillow or something like that, which is a really, really great tool. It's just something that is so easy. And then they can go in and post. They can, again, choose to post as a student. Now, for your older students, you can always upload the camera roll, as I said, but also you can give the option to post as themselves. Now, this is something that's left to the discretion of the teacher, whether or not they want their submissions to all just be from the student, and they just comment their name, or if you want them to physically use their own username, and that is something that would just come with age, which is great. So now we're going back to our class feed again. I think this is a crucial part of the app, just because it shows really what you're doing, and it's a really great tool for the students to be able to log on and see all of the work from their peers. They can also kind of get a good idea here as to where they stand in relation to their peers. But also something to note is that these pictures will not post to the feed unless the instructor okays it. So I would log onto the app and have maybe 10 requests, and I could go through and make sure that the content was good. I could also make sure that there's nothing inappropriate if I have some older students before I post. Another great reason for having this feature is that it allows for the teacher to make sure that no one's able to copy their work. So say I have 20 students in the class, I would not okay all 20 submissions until they have all been accepted. That way, the last couple of people can't go and look at what their peers have done in order to turn in their own work. I could make sure everyone was doing their own work and then publish it all at once. So overall, I think that Seesaw is a great, great app for all of the reasons I listed, and I think that it would be really great if you downloaded it and used it in the classroom. I think it would save you a lot of time and a lot of frustrations. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.